Good afternoon, Pep. We saw Chelsea drop points over the weekend. I just wondered whether your players still believe they are in the title race and they can catch them.
We dropped points too. So we dropped. So Chelsea deserve where they are. So they won an amount of points and winning a lot of games in a row. So they deserve to be there. It's another game, 9th game left. We have to take points as much as possible to be there, and after we'll see.
Given the gap to the top of the table, how much are you planning to change the squad in the summer to close that gap for next season?
We will think about it. Of course, we discuss about the chairman, about Chiki and all the bosses, about every club won't improve, must improve, and of course the changes are necessary. And but of course we're going to discuss about that definitely at the end of the season. It depends on the result of the players. So at the end, the players decide for themselves through their performance on the pitch.
Pep, the club put out some pictures yesterday of Gabriel Jesus training. I know it was only light training, but the City fans will be delighted by that. What is his time scale now for trying to get fit enough to play?
Well, yesterday is the first day I start to go to the pitch to walk. I didn't see him run and walk, so I don't know exactly how many weeks he needs to come back, but it's I think it's at the end of the part of their process, his process to come back. So we will see, but hopefully it can help us in the last games of the season.
And the last time you played Chelsea, you ended up with 2 men being sent off in injury time. Sergio Aguero in particular seems to have a bit of an issue with David Luiz. It's happened a few times. Is there a need for him just to remain calm because you'll have more of a chance of winning if your best striker is on the pitch?
Wow, we can talk about Sergio for many things, but we are not going to talk about Sergio. He's not calm. We're not going to say that Sergio Aguero is a dangerous player, please. So what happened in that game, it happened many things. So it was 1-0 up. We create unbelievable chances to go 2-0, 3-0. Another circumstances that we cannot control that were amazing. It happened, and after the reaction, what happened with Sergio, and after with Fernandinho, our frustration what happened on the pitch in that moment, because Fernandinho is another guy who scored, of course, is aggressive, but is one of the sweetest and nicest guys I ever met. So, and after that, what happened, but Sergio and Fernandinho in that cases, they are nice guys. And the way we want to play and the way we try to play, I think there's no doubts about that.
Hi, Pep. After the Arsenal game, you said that you didn't think your side was ready to handle being 1-0 ahead. I just wondered if you could expand on that and sort of what exactly you mean and what you're looking for against Chelsea if you do go ahead.
Yeah, every game is completely different, so what I like of my teams is that I had the courage to play. So it doesn't matter the results. Of course, you have to see the clock and what happened in the last minutes, but you have to play. And in the first half, we could do better. But sometimes during the season, during the games, that kind of thing happen. It just to, like I said in the beginning, it's a process to improve. We are still in the process to improve for many things. In the club we are, in the players we are, in the past we had all together. We have to improve in that terms to be main roles in the games, and we want to do that.
Hi Pep. Jesus Navas played at right back at Arsenal. Are there still injury concerns over Bakary and Pablo?
Bakary is out 2 or 3 weeks more. So Pablo is okay, he's fit.
Any more questions for the embargo in English?
Pep, I know you're a big fan of the Masters golf. You went over to Augusta, didn't you, a couple of years ago? I just wondered what makes it so special as a sporting occasion, and also what you learned from that experience.
Well, I learned when I was in Medina Ryder Cup was funnier than Masters. With Masters, you cannot see the ball. Absolutely, so many people, the crowd, or you stay in one hole all the time. If you want to look around and follow one player, it's impossible. When you arrive, you cannot see it. But it's beautiful. The place is amazing. Like in TV, you can watch it, and again, it's a traditional tournament, like one of the big four. So it will be nice to see the best players in the world playing there. Unfortunately, we cannot see Tiger again back, so hopefully he can back as soon as possible, because he changed, I think, that the sport and his charisma and the way he plays. We would like to, if he's able to come back, to play in that level before. But it's a big tournament, nice players there, and see how he hit the ball.
Hello, Pep. Last year we saw Leicester win the title. Chelsea should win the title this year. Are we in a position now where it's becoming a big advantage for teams who don't qualify for the Champions League in terms of winning the Premier League?
Yeah, it's so important for all six teams there to qualify for the Champions League, and it will be battle until the end, of course. So the clubs today to be in Europe is so important in terms of financial terms, and of course in the prestigious and the quality to play that competition.
But have Chelsea had an advantage this season because they weren't in the Champions League?
Yeah, they are already there. They deserve to be there, and the other we are going to try to do. But I think Chelsea, the focus now with the bunches they have for the last 3, 4, 5 months is win the title.
Is that something you've got to tackle though, because you're a team that needs to do well in 2 competitions? I mean, going forward into next season, how do you start coping with that?
Well, obviously they play less games than the other ones, like Liverpool. Both of them play much less. They had more time to prepare what the manager want to prepare. But it doesn't matter. With my opinion, next season Chelsea will be in Europe and will be a tough team again, the same. So at the end, all the players, they have a quality and mentality in the big clubs to play both 2, 3 competitions in the same time.